Welcome to Gingy Paints. My name is Briggy and let's unpack this. I wanted to wait with this video until the issue is resolved with the postal service, but as time goes on I have less and less hope it will be resolved amicably, so here we go. This is going to be me kinda talking a little bit about my recent purchase, Ethan Van Sciver's indie comic book Cyberfrog issue 1 and 2, Bloodhoney and Rekt Planet. I've known the story and its incredible art for years now, as I follow Uncle E kinda from the beginnings of his crowdfunding projects, but I wanted to finally hold these books in my hands physically. His delicate artwork and world-class line art inspires me so much. This is something I could never do. Honestly, I would never have the patience for it. Each page is a small masterpiece on its own, with so much going on that it often gives you a headache just trying to observe all the little details on it. The scenery is monumental, but the panels follow each other in a logical order. You always know what comes next, and it makes the story fluid and easy to understand. I love to see the motion in the panels, that it's not just the characters in stiff, rigid poses, but to see the movement in them. It puzzles me honestly that this has not yet been picked up by any animation company. In the right hands, this could be an amazing animated series. Obviously, I cannot tell what goes in the minds of others, but you can always see when someone draws or writes movie-like and sees their characters living and breathing instead of just being flat 2D figures. And I certainly feel this with Cyberfrog. This is something I really prefer in storytelling, and that's how I write my stories as well. I love how the speech bubbles and thought bubbles are unique to the special characters of Cyberfrog, Salamandroid and the Vespis. You always know who says what, and I really like their design, that they are not just the regular rectangle shaped objects, but it follows the text and has rough edges. Sorry if I say something that is so obvious. I mainly read and collect manga where this is definitely not the norm, but here I love it very much. I love how we see the origins of Cyberfrog and Cell, how the narration of Chelsea naturally leads us into the story and the setting, instead of boring the reader with dry facts. She is the first character we really get to know, and ironically, she is quote-unquote just a spaceship, an organic machine, not a human figure. Of course, then we meet the heroes of the story, Cyberfrog and Heather, with Cell and later Lily, and the little community they live in. We see the story from the perspective of Froggy, so I guess it's natural that Heather's thoughts and feelings are not always obvious to the reader, and I would like the story to expand on that. On the other hand, that's what the Diary of Heather Swain books are for. It will be interesting to see her origins too. Same goes for the other villains of the story, the other cybernetic animals created with the same technology of Cyberfrog. They just show up and we don't really know much about them if we just read these two books only. If I can have a small criticism, I would have loved if the text was a bit bigger. Even a font one size bigger would have made a difference. Sometimes the letters are so tight together, especially in colored speech bubbles, that it's not easy for me to read them, but maybe that's just my bad eyesight. Also, if you order multiple items, you can ask the warehouse guy, Brighton, I think this is how he's called, to refund the excess shipping. I sent them a message on eBay but never really received a reply if there was any excess from the shipping charge left or the overseas shipping used up everything. If you could look into it, Uncle E, that would be delightful. And what is this issue with the postal service, you might ask? Oh boy. Both books were bought from Uncle E's eBay store. And eBay being eBay, it automatically charges the import taxes that are required if you buy something from outside of the European Union. It's such a pain in the ass because the fact that you have paid the taxes ahead is not always shown on the shipping labels, and our wonderful postal agency that does the import tax inspection upon arrival loves to charge the value-added tax a second time. This is what happened here as well. The package left New Jersey with the shipping company DHL, arrived in Budapest, Hungary, then it was sent to some German center where they put another shipping label on it covering what Uncle E's warehouse guide originally printed, and immediately the Hungarian post charged me for the tax the second time. Magic! I'm still fighting them for the money because honestly, they are one of the last large institutions from the old communist socialist era of Hungary that we simply cannot get rid of. They charge ridiculous prices, their customer service is no help at all, absolute airheads really. So I had to pay the tax twice because otherwise they would have sent the package back to New Jersey and I did not want that. As I said in the beginning, I have little to no hope to get my money back from them, but other than that, this was a lovely purchase. Thank you again, sir, Mr. Eaton, and I wish you good luck with your future projects.